A designer bag in the $800 to $3,000 range costs between $40 and $200 to produce. The rest of that price is not leather. Today, 8 bags under $300 that are not almost as good as what costs 10 times more. Better leather, better construction, better longevity. You will know all 8 bags, exactly what makes each one worth the money, and a 3-step leather test you can use in any store to tell a $300 bag from a $3,000 one. Let's get into it. Number 8. Radley, London. Radley has been working in leather since 1998. The brand is a household name in the United Kingdom, the way Coach is a household name in the United States. Consistent quality. Genuine leather construction. A design language that sits between classic and current without chasing trend cycles that date the bag the moment the season shifts. The Waterloo Way small zip-top shoulder bag retails at $298, and during sale events at Macy's, styles from the same range have appeared for as low as $28 with a discount code applied. Here is what that number means for a woman shopping carefully. Macy's carries this brand. Not a specialist import retailer with uncertain customs handling and opaque return policies. Standard U.S. shipping, standard U.S. returns. The same infrastructure you use for everything else in your life. The bag is real leather, finished cleanly at the edges, with hardware that does not tarnish inside a single season. The silhouette reads as European, which in the American market carries a specific kind of authority. The honest downside: Radley is not a fashion-forward brand. If you want a bag that generates conversation about its design, this is not the one. This is the bag you carry when you want quality without paying for someone else's advertising budget. Number 7. Michael Kors Hamilton. And this requires the same kind of honest reframe we will apply to Coach later on this list. Because a lot of women have a complicated relationship with Michael Kors based on what happened about 10 years ago. Rapid expansion, aggressive outlet pricing, a brand that went from aspirational to ubiquitous in 3 years, and the perception has not recovered for many shoppers. That perception is outdated. The Hamilton Modern is not the product of that era. 100% leather. Gold tone hardware refined across multiple production iterations to sit more solidly, snap more cleanly, and resist the tarnishing that affected earlier models. 13 inches wide. Fits a laptop, documents, wallet, phone, glasses case, a full working day without the bag becoming visually overwhelming. Currently listed at $279 through Michael Kors directly. No promotional price, no code. That is what the bag costs. The pebbled leather does something specific over time. It softens. It develops a character that makes the bag more attractive in year 2 and 3 than when you first carried it. Rigid, structured bags with lacquered surface treatments cannot do that. They age toward cracking. The Hamilton ages toward character. The honest downside: the MK logo is visible on the hardware. For some women, that association still carries baggage from the outlet era. If that matters to you, other bags on this list offer the same quality without the brand history. We are not even halfway through, and we have not reached the bag that sells for under $155 and lasts 15 years without showing wear. Or the French brand with a waiting list that has nothing to do with marketing. Those are coming. Number 6. Longchamp Pliage. And this one requires a direct confrontation with the bias that keeps a lot of people from buying it. The Pliage has been in continuous production since 1993. Recycled ripstop nylon with genuine leather trim on the handles, flap, and zipper pull. It folds completely flat in under 10 seconds. It weighs almost nothing. It retails for under $155. Certain people dismiss it because nylon, because under $155, because it is not leather end to end. This is a mistake. There is a difference between a cheap bag and an inexpensive bag. A cheap bag is made without care from materials chosen because they cost least. It falls apart in 6 months. An inexpensive bag is engineered deliberately from materials chosen because they are the best tool for the intended function. The Pliage lasts 15 years and looks exactly the same on year 15 as it did on the day you bought it. Longchamp's flagship store on the Champs-Élysées stocks the Pliage, alongside bags that cost 10 times as much. It outsells everything else in the building. Women who own Birkins carry Pliage, not because they cannot afford a different choice, because for certain functions, this is simply the best tool. The honest downside, it is nylon. It does not have the tactile warmth of leather or the weight that signals luxury in the hand. If you need a bag that communicates status, this is not it. If you need a bag that performs, nothing beats it under $200. Number 5. Coach Tabby Shoulder Bag. And let me be honest about what Coach actually is, because many women watching this have a complicated history with this brand based on where it was positioned 15 years ago. Coach has been working in leather since 1941. That is over 80 years of accumulated knowledge about how American consumers use a bag. The Tabby is where that knowledge lands in its most refined current form. Soft pebbled leather, a structured flap, signature brass hardware, a silhouette that reads as both polished and practical, which is genuinely difficult to achieve at any price. The Tabby 26 at full retail sits at $450, but the Tabby 20, the smaller silhouette, can be found under $300 through Nordstrom Rack and Coach's own promotional events. The bag at the outlet is the same leather, the same hardware, the same stitching as the full-price version. Only the channel changes. A leather materials specialist compared the Coach Tabby directly against the Gucci GG Marmont at $2,000. The Marmont's leather was described as closer to fast fashion in texture and weight. The Tabby at 1/7 of that price scored higher on every measurable metric: weight, surface texture, edge finishing, flexion response. The honest downside: Coach's brand perception has not fully recovered from the outlet era. Nobody will ask you where you got it in a tone of admiration. They will simply notice that the bag looks considered, intentional, and better than what it cost. If this is changing how you think about price tags, subscribe. Next week, I am ranking 10 handbag brands from worst to best value, including 3 luxury names that score lower than brands at 1/5 their price. The data will surprise you. But first, the top 3 on today's list. And number 2 has a story I did not expect. Number 4, Tory Burch Mini Perry Tote. And the reason this one earns specific attention is the totality of what $300 buys you here. Because the list is longer than you would expect. 100% leather, cotton interior lining, a dust bag included in the box, a removable and adjustable crossbody strap, 2 carry handles, zip closure, interior pocket, free shipping and free returns through both Nordstrom and Tory Burch directly. Here is the detail most reviews miss. The dust bag. A bag that ships with a dust bag is a bag the manufacturer expects you to keep. It shifts the psychology of the purchase. You are not buying a product. You are buying something that comes with the assumption of long ownership. For women over 45, this matters in a specific way. We buy with longer time horizons. We are not rotating through a new bag every season. The Mini Perry in black transitions from a business lunch to an evening out without asking you to change anything else. It reads at $500 to someone encountering it for the first time. The honest downside: the Tory Burch logo is present on the hardware. It is subtle, but it is there. If you want a completely logo-free experience, the next 2 brands deliver exactly that. Number 3, DeMellier London. And this is one of the 2 brands on this list that most American women have not yet discovered, which is precisely the opportunity. DeMellier is a certified B Corporation, Italian leather, London designed. Every bag is made in Spain and Turkey under audited fair labor conditions. The brand publishes its sustainability commitments not in a buried PDF, but on every product page. The Vancouver crossbody retails at $350. The Midi Montreal, the bag that put the brand on the fashion map, sits at $480, slightly above our $300 ceiling. But the smaller styles, the Mini Venice, The Nano Montreal come in under $300 and carry the same leather quality and the same construction standards. Meghan Markle has carried DeMellier. That is fine. But the real argument has nothing to do with celebrity. It has to do with a brand that publishes what it pays for materials, labels the origin on the product page, and donates to charity with every sale, not as a marketing overlay, but as a structural business commitment. The honest downside, the price has crept up over the past year. Some styles now sit above the $300 threshold, and availability in the US is online only. No physical stores to touch the leather before you buy. The final two brands on this list are the reason I started this channel. One of them has a waiting list built on craft, not on marketing. And the one at number 1 ships with a 2-year warranty because the brand believes the bag will outlast it. Number 2, Polène. Founded in Paris in 2016 by 3 siblings, Elsa, Mathieu, and Antoine Mothe, with one ambition: capture the essence of a true French leather goods house without the conglomerate markup. The numero 1 retails at $390, above our ceiling, but the numero dix, the cyme, and the tonka all come in under $300 and carry the same construction philosophy. Full-grain calfskin, sculpted forms achieved through leather molding, not stiff inserts. Hand-finished edges, hardware that has genuine weight. The production happens in Spain under French design direction. The markup sits at roughly 2 to 3 times the production cost. Compare that to the 8 to 10 times markup at major French luxury houses using comparable leather from the same European tanneries. Polène has a waiting list on several styles. Not manufactured scarcity. The production cannot scale faster without compromising the hand finishing that makes the bag what it is. That is a fundamentally different constraint from a brand that limits supply to inflate resale value. The honest downside, the brand has gone viral on TikTok, and with that comes a perception shift. Some women will feel the bag has become too visible, too common. That is a social calculation, not a quality one. The leather does not know who else is carrying it. Number 1, Cuyana Classic Easy Tote. And the argument for this one begins with where the leather comes from, because that single detail changes everything about what you are paying for. Cuyana builds the classic Easy Tote from Italian deadstock leather. Deadstock means the leather originates from surplus stock at Italian tanneries, material that was produced but not used in a prior production run. This is not a compromise. The leather comes from the same tanneries, the same processes, the same standards as material produced to order. What changes is the environmental calculation. Less new production. The same material quality. A 2-year warranty on the entire bag comes included. 21.6 inches by 12.3 inches. Large enough for a 15 to 16-inch laptop with everything else you carry alongside it. Available at Nordstrom for $298. No statement hardware, no embellishments, no visible logo, no decorative elements that will look dated in 18 months. Neutral color palette, mocha, black, warm earth tones. Here is the framing that matters for women at this stage. You are not buying an occasion bag. You are not buying something that signals a moment in your wardrobe. You are buying something that will be present across a decade of different moments and look exactly right at every one of them. The board meeting, the weekend away, the dinner with people who matter, the Tuesday errand day when you still want to carry something that looks like you. The 2-year warranty is the brand saying out loud that they believe it too. The honest downside, the design is deliberately minimal. If you want a bag that generates conversation, that turns heads, that announces itself, this is not the one. This is the bag for the woman who has stopped needing her accessories to speak for her. Before we close, the 3-step test. Works in any store. Takes 10 seconds. 1. Check the edges. Run your finger along the edge of the leather where it was cut. If it is cleanly finished, painted, or burnished smooth, the brand invested in the finishing. If it is rough, fraying, or peeling, that is where corners were cut, no matter what the price tag says. 2. Feel the weight of the hardware. Pick up the clasp, the zipper pull, the buckle. Real hardware has weight. Cheap hardware feels hollow. This single check will tell you more about the bag than any product description on a website. 3. Flex the leather. Gently bend the bag at a stress point. Good leather creases softly and returns. Cheap leather cracks or stays dented. A bag that creases well will develop a beautiful patina over time. A bag that cracks is already failing. Those 3 checks: edges, hardware, flex. Apply them to every bag on this list, and they pass. Apply them to most bags at 10 times the price and watch what happens. 8 bags. Every one of them putting your money into the leather instead of the billboard. The best carried women are not wearing the most expensive labels. They are wearing the ones that survive the test. Next week, 10 handbag brands ranked from worst to best value, including 3 luxury names that score lower than brands at 1/5 the price. Subscribe now so you do not miss it. And if you know someone standing in a department store right now trying to decide whether a 4-figure price tag is justified, send them this video. 20 minutes of their afternoon. Years of better purchases. Drop the bag you swear by in the comments. Help the next woman find the one she is missing.